we're walking into a busy situation. Coming through the garden center, it's a little bit quieter this way, but we're going to walk into the main store. Okay. And if I'm taking her to someplace like this, I'm not going to purposely take her where there's a lot going on. But if I end up somewhere where people converge on me that I didn't expect it, I'm going to pull out my rewards. Hey, good. And I'm going to feed her, at least for the first few months that you get her back. You want to continue doing this in high stress environments because she needs help in this situation. It keeps her calm. Good. And we have a big person with a walking past is good. That could spook her potentially. But keep the leash loose. Keep her next to you. And it's so easy with your left hand. She's on your left. Just keep rewarding her. Staying calm here. You're rewarding her for being calm. Why don't you stop? Because I'm going to do a little circle. And periodically sit. When you come to a place where there's nobody around, practice a little training. Do a sit stay, for example. See, she's getting a little bit spooked. It was probably because of the loudspeaker. But if that happens, you know you can't do that much. Sit. She makes a mistake. You can't end on a mistake like that. So at least do something simple. Come back to her. Good. Move on. She's obviously a little bit spooked, but this is pretty intense for her. We got a lot of people everywhere, lots of noises, there's music. Hey, there's really too much. So you never, at this point in her learning, it's too much, a little bit more than she can handle easily. But I'm just showing you what you could do in case you get surprised and you have to come to a place like this. Or people show up where you thought they weren't going to show up. And we're going to take her out here. Hey, look, good girl. See how I'm desensitizing her with food? Because that's really what I'm doing. If I'm passing by a big distraction or a distraction is passing by me, she's going to have a little treat right at that moment so that she starts to perceive those situations as, sit, it's not so bad. We have people coming through the front door. Good. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to do a little left turn here and go over here. Okay. Sit. And actually, you know what? Why don't you back up a bit? Okay. We'll do it closer to the front door. So at least we can have people walking past. Sit. So you can either have her in a sit stay as people walk past. See how she noticed the man that's walking? She turned away and looked at me. You want to be right there to reward. Or you can have her in a down stay. Down. Down is obviously more comfortable if you're going to be here for a few minutes. And do the same thing. Wait for people, carts, whatever passes by, to pass by. She's going to notice them, turn back to you. You reinforce that new behavior, which is see the distraction, turn away, look at you, good stuff happens. She relaxes, she's safe, it's all good. Instead of before where it was like, notice it, oh, go after it, pull on the leash, act crazy, embarrass you. We have somebody that actually was running this way, you can't see it, but he was running across the parking lot and now he's walking up. See, she keeps looking at me though. Good, that was good. Good, and it's kind of a good place to be because this board blocks anything that's coming up to her, so that lady that just was right there just kind of popped into view. And this will be a biggie. It's a cart going past, so this is good. Good girl. She's looking at me. Good. I rewarded her for that. So you get the idea. Whenever you're doing something like this, as you've worked up to doing something this difficult, I don't want you to do something like this right away. But you know, after a few weeks after you've had her, you've been practicing in your house, in your backyard, in front of your house, and you feel comfortable and she's still doing well and you venture farther outward. As you're doing these sorts of things that are high stress, you want to just do it for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Have some good experiences, then leave. Because you always want to quit on a high note. You don't want to do oh, she's doing great here, let's try this. So please, it's okay. And you know, you don't want to keep trying stuff. Oh, well, she can do this, well, let's try this. We never do that sort of thing. It's like, oh, let's see how she is at the dog park. Well, we know how she's going to be. So you don't take those chances, because you get a lot farther in a shorter amount of time if you have a very positive experience with a stressful situation, and then you leave. Even if we just saw one person walk up, she stayed calm, we got to reward her, she was good, you want to leave. Even if you did that every day, she would get better and better. Much better than staying good. Much better than staying for 20 minutes, because it's like she has a battery that over time with this kind of stuff, it's going to be worn down, and eventually she gets drained and she can't handle it anymore. And then if she makes mistakes, now you've lost ground. So you always have just a couple of good experiences, a few minutes, and then you're gone, and build on that every day. And that's how she'll keep getting better and better. Okay.